Hello everyone, this is Impulse and welcome back to the Moonlight Server. And guys, I gotta tell you something. I gotta come clean. This right here, this stairway up to what should be a grand entrance to my base, it's terrible. It's terrible. You guys deserve better than this. I did a terrible job. I am not happy with this whatsoever. He's not happy with it. And I think we should redo it. You guys voted, and the majority of you wanted to finish the base entrance. I'm not only going to finish it, I'm going to redo it. I'm not happy, so I'm going to redo it. I'm going to go with a different look. I got some good ideas on how we could make this thing even more grand, look a lot better than it does now. And you know what? And it was pretty close in the voting. A lot of you guys want to do the storage room too. I think that's something that I can just take care of off camera, and I'll show you that in a little bit. Yeah, in order to get this entrance a little better, it's gonna require a little bit of work. So let's go ahead and just get right to it. What do you say? Alright, I got all the TNT in place. We're just going to take out the front side of this mountain. So basically what we're going to do here is you see this kind of wrap around. I want it to be all the way kind of flush and bring it all the way over to this mountain. So we're going to have a lot of terraforming to do, but I wanted to get rid of all this part of the mountain here that kind of sticks out. So I went ahead and did kind of like a 3x3 pattern of TNT, stack jumped the TNT all the way up. It's going to get a little messy here, I know. But let's, what do you say? Should we go for it and see what happens? Every time I do this, man, it just makes a total mess. So this will be interesting. Yeah, let's see if I can get this shot down. We're probably going to die. We're so close. All right, here we go. Ready? And am I going to hit it? Oh, overshot it. Come on. With the talon on the bow. And... what is going on? There we go. Fire in the hole. Whoa. Oh, jeez. Oh man, I hope I didn't break anything here. Let's see. Oh yeah, big mess as usual. But I think it did the job. It did the job. You can see a little bit of flood there, but now the mountain kind of curves around, and we'll terraform this back up. And man, that was a lot of destruction, wasn't it? And basically what I'll do is I'll bring this grass. I got a lot of blocks to lay now, but I'll bring this grass all the way up to the front and then step it back up kind of naturally like that does. And for this back part here, you can see up here, I'm just going to go ahead and dig. I'm just going to go ahead and dig all this part out right here because it's kind of a weird shape, so I didn't really want to do TNT. Plus, I didn't want it messing up too much around here since I typically don't have that much luck with TNT. But that went fairly well. It did definitely leave a bigger crater down in that area than I wanted it to, for sure. But yeah, it was fun. That was a lot of explosions. That was good fun. All right, cool. So I'm going to get started on that, and I'll be right back. All right, so a couple hours of terraforming later, and here's what we got. So admittedly, it's not the most natural-looking hill you've ever seen, but I didn't worry about it too much because the plan is to make a nice bridge that goes up to it, so you're not really going to see a lot of that hill anyway. But let me show you what I did here. If you remember, this was a big hole in the ground over here, big crater that was because of that TNT explosion. I filled it all in, and I kind of made a nice little water feature here using that waterfall that was already there into a nice river that goes around. And I think I should, yeah, let's go ahead and do that now. Let's go ahead and open that up all the way so that it carries all the way through. We'll just come in here. It only needs to be one deep. I'm okay with that. And we'll just open it up a little bit. Oh, it's nice and wide all the way through. And we need to put down a little more water here and there. Let's see if we can just grab some from back here. Sometimes you can make it kind of do an infinite deal on its own here. Almost. Maybe there? There we go. Okay, and maybe right there. And I want to knock out a couple more blocks here. And let's see, that should be about good. Everything filled in? Okay, that's better. Okay, so let's take a look at it again. And I want to go up top, actually. Let's go up to the top here, because I had to also carve out, you can see the beacon here. I had to carve out a big kind of hill that was on top of here, about right here-ish. And went ahead and got the beacon out here. I had the nether star still from when Graf and I took care of that wither boss. I had to steal the iron. We had a pyramid that with no beacon over there behind the citadel, so I stole these iron blocks for now. Just borrowing them, and now that the job's done, I can return them. You can see I got haste too, and so I did a little bit of insta-mining with my nice silk touch pick there, and I had to repair it a couple times. It's getting more expensive to repair it every time I do it, so that's making me wonder if eventually I'm not going to be able to. The first time I repaired it, it cost me 17 levels, and then the next time it cost me 33, so I'm a little worried about what's going to happen next time. But you can see how great this looks from up here. Got the waterfall there going wraps around, and just imagine now this grand entrance. We'll go back over here. And we should be able to do a lot better job as we come, because now it's kind of a straight-on shot that we can go kind of from here up through the middle there, maybe even a little more over. And I can do a nice grand bridge and then, you know, actually use the sides of the mountains here to mark, you know, the gates, you know, the edges of the gates. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on that bridge and that entrance, and I promise you this time it's going to be about 10 times better than the last one we did. So I'll get started on that, and I'll see you soon. And it's done. Here we go, guys. So I told you it'd be a little bit better than the last one, and I'm actually quite pleased with the way this one's turned out so far. Not completely done with it. I do want to do a little bit of landscaping up towards the top there, and maybe have some water coming down into this river here or something. But you can see I built this nice bridge over that river that I had going through here. So put some nice lighting in. These little street lamps are always hard to do because, you know, I don't want just glowstone. I wanted the redstone, what do they call it? Redstone lamps. And of course then they have to be powered. So I kind of put a redstone block and covered it with trapdoors to make it, you know, a little better looking than just having a redstone block there. But with the nether brick fence, I think it still looks pretty good with the red and a little racing stripe of lights. So there's definitely no blocks that mobs can spawn on in here. Got the polished diorite mixed with the stone slabs and some nether quartz blocks, so it wasn't a cheap build at all. And I like the way it turned out. The bridge looks nice going up into the, we'll call it the gate to Pandora, because you can still see Pandora through it. And you can see I got like a fence gate going on, and I'll show you how that works. You're probably wondering, you know, how the heck do you even get past the gate? But before I do that, here we'll go off to the side here, and you can see this is kind of the area I plan on doing a little bit of landscaping too, and maybe have some water flow over. We'll see how that ends up looking. And you can see I got these little kind of, not really guard towers, but just little towers here that stick out a little bit. Went with this acacia wood here, which I thought was pretty cool. Kind of blends in nicely with stone brick. And you can see I even got little details like some glowstone behind this cobblestone fence there that peeks through just a little bit. So it kind of ties it all together. Anyway, so you're wondering how the heck you get through this gate. You probably notice these pressure plates that go all the way across. Basically what happens is as soon as I step on a pressure plate, you're going to see something change. Watch this. All of a sudden you can walk right through. See that? And so if I just clicked it again, so it's not going to close, but after you walk through, a second later, it will close on its own. There it goes. And you see some pistons extend up there. And basically, this backside isn't really capped off yet. I'm going to have some more work to do to kind of make this nice and clean on the back and kind of bring it all around all the way. But let me just show you how this works here with the fences. You can see that I have two different style fences. You got your regular fences and your nether brick fences. And what happens is when you step on a pressure plate, it shifts, and you'll see these ones here, every other one, they will shift up. So now it will become nether brick, regular, nether brick, regular. And when they're like that, they don't attach to each other. And so then you can walk in between them. Even with them open, I believe mobs won't try to walk through them because they don't see it as a valid pathway. But do kind of like the novelty of having it open, you walk through, and then it kind of closes behind you. And so let me show you how I accomplished that here. It's pretty simple, actually. We'll go down here a little bit. I don't have my jump boost beacon anymore, and I don't have. Oh well, I'll have to dig my way out. Shouldn't be too bad. There we go. We'll just come down here. So you can see you step on the pressure plate and it activates this redstone here, and then that will activate these repeaters into the every other block there that I showed you before, and that just extends the pistons up straight away, shifting the fence type of every other one, and it'll push them all the way up to the top there. And then what happens is that signal then gets carried through a little delay here, repeater chain that just comes around here, and then up a torch tower. So that's what that's going to go to, and I'll come back up and show you that. Do I have any smooth stone blocks? Nope. Of course, I have junk in my inventory. Here, let me pick those back up before they get lost. Going to need them to close it back up. And you can see there's the torch tower, basically just goes up to the top into a block there, a repeater right there, and then a redstone line that goes all the way across the top. So you step on these, they get activated within 4 ticks, and then there you go. Signal comes up, pushes them right back down. So I'll probably close this off a little better so you can't see the pistons like I did the front there. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I've been wanting to do one of these fence-style gates for a long time. I can't remember where I saw it from, but I thought it was pretty cool when I did see it, and have been waiting for an opportunity to use it ever since. So And then I want to do some stuff in here. I want to make it so that you can kind of come up in here and peek out and have a little observation deck. You can see I did a little bit of terraforming here. I just had to carry across the roof here, so now there's nice dark spots for all these mobs down there. So I'll have to light that up or fill it in, one of the two. And the idea is basically now you come through the gates of Pandora, and this is kind of the walkway in, and I'm kind of hoping to have, you know, things off to the left, off to the right as you walk through. It's kind of like a, I don't know, like a little town, I guess, and you're walking through Main Street maybe, and then finally you get to the main part of my base, kind of the heart of my base, which is this main valley. So that's the plan. Now, I did say I wanted to get to that storage room. I didn't get to it. I'm actually out of ender pearls right now, so I don't know what I'm going to do here. Have to go down, have to go to the nether, have to go to the end and get some some more ender pearls just to get back up into my base, because I used them all up while I was building. Even with a jump 2 beacon, you still end up using quite a bit. So anyway, I will get the storage room done between episodes, guys, because this took me a lot longer than I anticipated, but I did have a lot of fun, and I'm really glad that I did make the decision to kind of backpedal with the way I was going, and, you know, spend a little more time, a little more thought on how I wanted this all to turn out. And, you know, you can see I think it was worth it. Let me know what you guys think. For me, I'm not personally that much of a builder. You know, I don't typically spend a lot of time on trying to make things look good. So this was kind of an effort for me, and hopefully it will get easier as time goes on, and especially if you guys are helping me out, like you have been, you know, I'll get better and better. So anyway, I do want to do something in the next, maybe not the next episode, but coming soon. I want to do a little Ask Me Anything type of episode where I can answer some questions you guys may have. I've had a few people ask in the comments if I'd be willing to do something like that, and I thought about it, and it sounds good to me. You know, I don't mind letting you guys in on, you know, my personal life or you know, my opinions about things, whatever you want to know. So what I want you to do this episode in the comments is give me some questions that you might have about me or about my opinions on things or whatever. Just give me some questions, and I'm gonna start keeping a tally of those questions. And in an episode coming soon, I can't promise it's gonna be the next one, but it might be the one after, I will get those questions answered. Maybe we'll do some caving. I'll show off, you know, maybe I'll just show off my branch mine or something, right? We'll find something to do as I answer those questions. And anyway, yeah, so throw those questions down in the comments right now. If you think of any later, come back and throw them in then, and we'll get those answered soon enough. And again, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you have any thoughts for even further improvements or for the landscaping. I might try to tackle that here soon off camera, but let me know if you have any ideas, and I'd be happy to hear them as well. And so with that said, guys, I hope you enjoyed it, and please remember to leave me a like if you did, and I will see you again next time. Have a good one, everyone.